Hi students, this is your Shiva and you are watching Shiva's Max Library. In this video, we will continue with the exercise set of 2.1. So here find the degrees of the following polynomials. In the first polynomial, it is 2x square minus 5x plus 3. They ask about the degrees. We know that degree is nothing but highest power of the variable. Here the variable is x and the highest power of the variable is 2. So for this question, the degree is 2. Similarly, for this polynomial, it is y cube plus 2y minus 1. So here the variable is y and the highest power of the variable is 3. So the degree is 3 here. And here we are having minus 9, and we know that, see here, look at here, the constant 8 is a polynomial of degree 0. So every constant can be identified as constant polynomial. So minus 9 is also a constant polynomial, and as we discussed earlier, degree of a constant polynomial is always 0. And here we are having 4z minus 1, where z is the variable whose highest power is 1, so the degree is also 1. Write a polynomial of degree 1, 2 and 3. So for each degree we have to give one polynomial. Let's start with degree 1. So if the degree is 1, then what is the polynomial? Okay, so here I'm going to start with, first we have to fix a variable. So for this example, I'm going to consider the variable as x. If I want to say that the polynomial is of degree 1, the highest power of x should be 1. So the other value should be less than 1. Okay, so I am starting with x to the power 1, which is nothing but simply x plus some constant value. Whether you need to include the value or not, that's not required, but if you want to include, that should be less than degree 1. So whose degree is less than 1 means that is nothing but degree 0, that is constant. So you can include any constant here. Here I'm writing it as 10. So x plus 10 is such an polynomial whose degree is 1. Okay, for degree 2 we have to start with a variable whose power is 2, highest power is 2. So here, for this example, I'm taking the variable as y and I'm starting with y square. Then the remaining values can be less than 2. So y square plus 3y plus 7 or 5, whatever the number you want, you can write, but the highest power should be 2 here. And for 3, I'm taking the variable z and I'm starting with z cube plus z square minus z and minus 1. So these numbers are your wish, but the highest polynomial, so highest power of the variable should be the 3, highest power of the variable y should be 2, and highest power of the variable x should be 1. That's all for the second problem. And for the third problem, what are the coefficient of x square and x cube in the polynomial? So they are asking about the coefficient. Coefficients are nothing but the number which is there in front of the respective term x square and x cube. So for x square we are having 6, so the coefficient of x square is 6 here. So coefficient of x square is 6 plus 6, and coefficient of x cube is, so here in front of x cube we are having minus 3. So along with the symbol you need to mention the coefficient. Okay, so minus 3 is the coefficient of x cube and plus 6 is the coefficient of x square here. In our next problem, fourth question, what they have given us, what is the coefficient of z in the polynomial? So here it is clear. You can answer this question directly, because first search for this value of z here. Since we are having 4z cube and 5z square and there is no term of z here. See, if they in the previous question they ask us the coefficient of x square and x cube, there are terms with x square and x cube. So we can able to look at for the number which is there in front of the term, but here in this polynomial there is no such z term. See, z cube term is there, z square term is there, constant term is there, but there is no z term, which means we can able to write this expression as given 4z cube plus 5z square. The next term should be z, but that term is not visible here, so we are going to consider it as it's 0z. Okay, so which means z term is there with coefficient 0, which means if such term is not available in your given polynomial, its coefficient is 0. So that is the meaning here. So z term is not available here, it is invisible. Invisible means the coefficient is 0. So for this question the answer is 0. Coefficient of z is 0. So similarly, if they are asking what is the coefficient of z to the power 4 means, here there is no z to the power 4 term. which means the coefficient is 0. If they are asking z to the power 5 term, yes, coefficient is 0. So if they are asking a term which is not there in the polynomial, then the coefficient of that particular term is always 0. Okay. In the next problem, what is the constant term of the polynomial? 9x square plus 5x square, sorry, 9x cube plus 5x square minus 8x minus 10. So the constant term means the term without variable. So here we are having a number minus 10 which is without variable, free of variable. So here minus 10 is our constant value, that is constant term of this polynomial.